All right, I am going to plant the rest of my vegetables into my garden beds and hook up my sprinkler. So let's go do it. Okay, here's where we're at. So I planted the peppers here. The peppers were a little harder to get out of that thing, and I probably needed to let them rest a little longer, but I've got sweet peppers and bell peppers in here. And then I planted eggplant, carrot, and kale in here. And I did not start these in the little seed station, so we're just gonna see what happens there. I've planted eggplant once before, but that was the only time. And then I've planted carrot a few times and not had a lot of luck. And then kale I've only planted in my greenhouse. So we'll see how that does in here. And then update on my other. Looks like it's gonna need a little more soil, but this is the beans. They're doing good so far. And the few that I planted just from seed are coming up pretty well. So these I planted from seeds, and then these were in the little seed station. And then here's my squash. The squash is doing good as well. I just planted 6 of those. So everything seems to be going well. And then I did the beds. I was gonna do them in a row, but the ground was not flat down there, so I did that a little differently. So it does look a little bit crazy, but it gives me a little more room to walk around. I'm gonna put the sprinkler in here, and then we did have one more frost, so I did have to cover the plants one night, but I covered them with boxes and that wood over there, so I just need to get the wood up. But that's an update on where we're at. Next up is putting in the sprinkler. So I probably should not have staked down the sprinkler yet, but we're gonna see if this works. So I've got the sprinkler set up in there and the hose is going all the way through the yard, and I'll show you what I've done. But I've got this thing on a timer so that I can set it and forget it and it'll water everything. But I've got it set up in a different spot this time since I do have the bed, so we'll see. I just want to make sure that it's hitting everything. Sometimes I have to adjust this because it gets stuck, but right now it's not watering anything, so I'll need to adjust it. Okay, I just got soaked, but it's still not hitting that bed up there and barely this one, so I'm probably going to move it up a little bit. Okay, I'm officially soaked, but moved the cord underneath of the fence so it doesn't look so bum, and everything is getting covered with the sprinkler now. So if everything works out, I have green beans, squash, sweet peppers, bell peppers, eggplant, carrots, and kale. So we shall see. Hopefully we'll have a good harvest this year and I can make all sorts of delicious meals that I can share with you all. But until next time, eat real food, read your nutrition labels, be kind to yourself and others, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.